And here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't hit the subscribe button already, please do hit the subscribe button. Smash the notification button and make sure when you hit the bell, make sure you've got all for notifications and not just personalized. Make sure you hit all to get all these live shows. Okay, so this is another live one. Of course, you've seen on the title here, James Ali Bashir health update. Don't have to explain myself too much, but I've known Uncle Bashir since I can call him Uncle. I'll explain about it in a minute. Since 2013, did my first interview with him in January 2013, and we've stayed tight throughout the years, giving me regular interviews and scoops. And so he's been on channel. He's like a resident on the channel. So yeah, after the Klitsch beat in the UK, obviously I was in the hotel with Uncle Bashir afterwards, talking about, Uncle Bashir telling me at the time that we wouldn't see, it wouldn't be the end of Klitschko, would see him again. Now there's rumours of Klitschko wanting to come back again. So I guess Uncle's pretty much right about that. So as you'll see this photograph here, this photograph of Uncle James Bashir, and I call him Uncle because of respect, being an elder, knowing him for amount of years, and I don't just know him from, I met him through boxing, but he literally is like an uncle to me. We talk about anything and everything. Obviously not on boxing itself, doing these live shows or interviews, but we talk about anything and everything. And I had the honor of meeting him again in Germany in Vlad Serenko's camp, and I was able to do some pad work with the great Uncle Bashir, and as I said, great respect for him. So yeah, this photograph you see right here, you won't see it anywhere on Google. You know why you won't see it on Google? That's because this photo was taken by Uncle Bashir literally about half an hour ago. It took me about half an hour, 45 minutes for me to come down from listening to him talk, watching him in pain, his anguish, and the man that I've known for so many years, as I call Uncle, in the state that he's in today. So let me tell you where he's at, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on with him, and then we can reel things back. So I called Uncle today to see how he was doing. To an update. So apart from his front teeth being knocked out and numb down the right hand side of his body, suffering with great pain, still got blood on the brain at the moment, still got blood clot on the brain at the moment. So it's stable, and in other words, that it's there, and you have to wait for the natural healing process to happen, which basically means that Uncle Bashir cannot fly, cannot leave the country. He can't fly because they don't want bleeding on the brain to continue, and so therefore he has been medically advised no flying for you, sir. Other than that, this is a man now that's been in sport for 50 years of boxing, 50 years, and now cannot do any sort of training, cannot work. 50 years stopped because somebody went around the back of him and sucker punched him. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, apart from that, the anger, the frustration, the despair, I mean, you can't function the way you want to be able to function. And I hear all that when he's talking. And it's very painful to see someone with such, you've got so much respect for, like a family member, distraught and hurt the way that Bashir is. Angry because, as far as he's concerned, he would have rather, he said, well, look, I'd rather have been able to be face to face with this guy and we scuffle and we fight. And, he gets the better of me, I get the better of him, and be done with that, than have a situation like this where the guy was too cowardly to face me. So he went from the back of me and attacked me. too cowardly. He says, you know how this all started? And this is how it started. This is at the weigh-in. Carissa's sister and another lady who I don't know who it is. He said, these are his words. Carissa Shield's sister pushed her hand in my face when I was looking over to see Clarissa's weight at the weigh-in, to see how much Clarissa was weighing. And she pushed her hand in my face. So I said to her the first time, this is what Bashir said to me. I said to her for the first time, back off. The first time. And then to her. So he backed away. And then she continued to put her hand in his face. And then he said the second time, back off. You know, she had her hand up in his face, literally in his face. So he said, back off for the second time. And the third time, he said, well, at the third time, regardless if it was man or a woman, at that point, he was ready to kick off. Because I've warned you twice already for sticking your hand in my face. You had no business sticking your hand in my face. I'm here to check the weigh-in. That's my role as a trainer, to see the other fighter weigh in, to see how much they're weighing. He then continues by saying this. He said, the reason why they didn't want me to see the weight is because she was overweight. He says, check this. What weigh-in do you know that is at 12 o'clock? Weigh-ins normally start at 4 p.m. This weigh-in was at 12 o'clock. Why? They knew she was overweight. They knew she was overweight. So she'd have time to lose the poundage, 4 hours to lose the poundage, to re-weigh in again. That's why the weigh-in was at 12 o'clock, to give them time. So she was overweight. But they didn't want Bashir to see that. Because if Bashir had seen that, it would have caused more problems. So that is how it started. And that is why you hear Bashir saying what he was saying. In retaliation to having somebody sticking their hand in his face, while trying to do his job as a professional. So it goes even further for Bashir now. When he's walking, he's always constantly turning around, thinking someone's going to sucker punch him. Post-traumatic syndrome is what he's suffering with now as well. He just kept repeating that if only I could get my hands on him. If only I could get my hands on him. It's so frustrating. It wasn't the official weigh-in. He wasn't liberty to observe her weight. What do you mean he wasn't at liberty to see it? He is at liberty to watch the weigh-in at any time because he's the trainer. So if it wasn't the official weigh-in, regardless, it is what it is. They had no business sticking their hand in Bashir's face. The bottom line is, he's the trainer. He's the trainer. They are not the trainer. So you can come up with any excuse you want. Having said all that, if this fight goes ahead on January the 10th in Atlantic City, you'll have to deal with Larry Hazard. And that crap that you're carrying on with in Flint won't happen at Atlantic City. That's for sure. Because Larry Hazard is one of the best in the world when it comes to being a commissioner. One of the best in the world. And we're fortunate to have had him on the channel at Atlantic City. So if the fight happens, it'll be at Atlantic City. There will be proper security there. And that nonsense that happened at Flint will not be happening at Atlantic City. So you can bet your bottom dollar now, I'm telling you now, whoever's listening, it won't be the same at Atlantic City. That stuff won't fly. Facts are facts. Bashir's the trainer and he should be able to see the weigh-in. That's what the facts are. He's the trainer. Nobody should be sticking their hand up in anybody's face. Shouldn't be doing it. Shouldn't be doing it. That's it. But he's a trainer. He's qualified. He should be there at the weigh-in. Technically, who should have been up there is Clarissa, Ivana, the people to do the weigh-in, the trainers. No other entourage because nobody else was fighting. None of those people they were fighting. Clarissa, Ivana, the trainers, people do the official weigh-ins, maybe the boxing organizer or people. That's it. Nobody else should have been up there. That's the facts. That's the facts. And the facts are the weigh-in should have been at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the other facts. But it's because, be honest, the fact is she was overweight. Why would you put your hand in someone's face trying to stop them watch the weigh-in? If the person is on scales and everything's okay, you won't stick your hand in someone's face. And that's what it comes down to. So that's where we are. That's where it's at. You know, so this situation, I'm sure, will go on. No, it wasn't weigh-in time for his observation. Facts. And it wasn't weigh-in time for his observation. Then in that case, do it behind closed doors. If it wasn't for his face, do it behind closed doors. Then this stuff wouldn't happen in the first place. You're sounding foolish. If it was a closed-off weigh-in, why have it out in the open? If it was a closed-off weigh-in and it wasn't for the public, why was the public there? If it was a closed-off weigh-in, why was the public there? Why wasn't it a public place? Why didn't you just do the weigh-in in a hotel room? Why? Because it was a public weigh-in and was advertised as such. Therefore, the public was there. Now I'm making oh, I see. I get you. So where we are with this. So that's what I'm letting you all know of Uncle Bashir's health. He's making a very slow recovery. He won't be able to do any sort of coaching at the moment. So that's where he's at. Yeah, so there's your update about James Ali Bashir. You're more than happy. You're more than welcome with the update. And we'll just keep updating you where we can with the information. So like I said, this photograph was just taken of Bashir less than an hour ago. And this situation should never have happened. Nobody should be getting attacked like this. If it was a one-on-one situation where the guy, Christian Shields' brother, and Bashir had beef as it was, then the two should have faced off mano a mano. Two men fighting one another. That's different. But when you go behind someone's back and you sucker punch them, it's cowardly. It's not right. It's not fair. You see? And the repercussions for this won't be great. So, you know, it's just not right. So out of all this now, you know, a gentleman here, Uncle Bashir, who probably won't be able to live the life the way he once was living it, impacted because of someone's cowardly act. That's what it is. Say what you want of, well, yeah, he deserved it. You know, he was talking stuff, he was talking smack. The smack started because somebody had their hands up in his face. That's how it started. That's how it started. The hand was up in his face, stopping him doing his job. So this will all come out in the wash for sure in time to come. But that's it for me. I just want to give you the update on that. And if the fight is going to happen on January the 10th at Atlantic City, then like I said, Larry Hazard is one of the best, if not the best commissioner in the world when it comes to boxing. And that nonsense just won't fly. It won't happen. It won't happen. There will be proper security in and things will be done to the T. And I think other things will be put in place to ensure this stuff doesn't happen again. Nobody in boxing, involved in boxing, no trainer should have to deal with this nonsense. So that's it. Thanks for listening. I'm out.